Hey, good morning. How are we? Guess what? It's day 20. I have achieved so far 20 videos in 20 days, consistently, consecutively, whatever you want to call it. I have produced a video, uploaded a short, which is part of this long term video that I always add as well. And here I am, day 20. Whoop, whoop. I've done it so far. 10 more days to go, 10 more videos. Right. Thank you for being here. You guys are legends. Right. So today, again, menopause, it's not going to go away, is it? Okay. It's like for us women, you are going to be going through it for a period of time, sometimes longer than others. It differs, depends on your biology, I suppose, and how your body reacts to everything with the hormone changes. But you know what? It is like an emotional roller coaster going through the menopause. And this is my truth. This is what I want to talk about. So, it isn't just about the physical, it is about the mood swings, it's about the tears, it's about the anger, the frustration, it's about feeling like you're stupid when you know you're not stupid, but because you can't even think, you can't function, you can't remember, your short term memory is just gone absolutely pants. You just cannot think of the simplest things. Are you with me? And like I say, it can feel like an emotional roller coaster because you're up and down. 1 minute you're fine, then in a split second, something will trigger you, and you think, oh my goodness, I can't think. I can't think of the word. I can't remember how to open a document on a computer. I can't remember how to process something. I can't remember what the person's name is. Like, it's just relentless. It's absolutely relentless. And I get it because I go through it all the time. I really do. Um, but you know what? Regardless of how I feel and regardless of what I experience, I still do my best to try and smile as much as I possibly can. I still try to show kindness and I still try to show support to others because it is so important that we be kind. Okay. I'm not lecturing people. I just feel that we need to be kind. We need to stop and think that and just know that we're not the only ones going through this individually. There's a plethora, there is like millions of people going through different things in life, regardless, not just menopause. I'm massively into mental health as an advocate anyway, always have been for many, many years, always will do, which is why I don't just want to create this about menopause per se. I do want to focus in on actual mental health as well, because it's important. Yeah, this menopause that we go through affects our mental state, it affects our moods, it affects how we feel, it affects so many things. And I just think you've got to be kind. You've got to be kind to yourself and to others as much as you possibly can. Again, easier said than done because I understand that, you know, sometimes you just don't know where this mood is coming from. You know, you can feel completely fine 1 minute and then bang, something will just trigger you and you just like you're raging and you don't know why. Like, what is all that about? Now, one thing I did say in my TikTok just now is the same thing that I'm going to bring here and say exactly the same thing, which is basically one, if something has triggered you, think about it first, right? Don't try not to react. Try. Easier said than done, I know, but please try and think, right, is this something that I'm going to be really bothered or upset with in 5 years' time? Is it really that important that in 5 years' time, that topic, that whatever that's just happened, that's really going to affect me then? If it doesn't affect you in 5 years' time, why are you reacting to it now? Is it really that? Is it really that important that you've got to waste energy? Because let's be honest, right? When we're going through all the hormone changes, we are exhausted. So our energy levels are feeling rock bottom quite a lot of the time because we just feel so tired, right? We don't sleep much, we're fatigued, we're mentally exhausted, physically exhausted. So why waste energy? Why waste your energy? I look at energy as currency. I look at my energy as currency. Would I want to be spending my energy retaliating back on someone who's just been extremely rude to me on something that was so uncalled for and I hadn't even done anything? And then when someone swears at me, and I won't repeat the words, but it's 2 words and the second word is off, and I've only asked them a question, and it's a male that says it to me, not that I'm sexist, but if that's how someone's going to respond to me, wow. okay, their mental health must be really bad, for one, because clearly they're responding to me in an anger, and I don't know why, but they have. Now, if it was 5+ years ago, my instant reaction would be to bite their head off because I used to be so defensive. I used to be so like, "Who the hell do you think you are talking to me like that?" Blah blah blah. But you know what? I don't anymore. I didn't even respond. I didn't respond back to that person because do you know why? Sometimes a non-response, i.e., you don't respond back, you don't reply back, is a response. Give them the silence. Now, one or two things will happen. They'll realize they've been an absolute prat and they may come back and apologize. Or two, they don't. Not my problem either way. I've just seen something or a side of somebody that indicates to me, one, either they're going through something really bad right now, or two, they're not a nice person. Don't give them my time and energy because it's not worth spending it on that person. And that's literally how I deal with everyone, even if it's family. So subject to a lot of people that are hearing this. But I'm telling you now, it doesn't matter to me if you're blood related. If you disrespect me, I will not put up with it. You'll just see the back of my head and I'll walk away because I don't need that in my life, right? You've got to be kind to yourself. We're all going through stuff. Some stuff you may never tell them, but doesn't mean you don't go through things, right? I don't tell everybody my dirty laundry, as some people would call it. I don't go there. Don't go there at all. Why? Because it's nobody's business apart from my own, and I just will deal with it. Don't get me wrong, I don't bottle things up. If I need something to say, I will say it. If I think it's worth saying and it's going to benefit the situation. I also have gone to counselling in the past many times over the years. So I never, stew on things. I process things and over time, it can be hard, don't get me wrong, because some things that happen in life, it's not easy to like walk away from or deal with. Yeah, we've had traumas in our lives over different things. I won't go into detail what I went through when I was going through my childhood and so forth, but horrific is one word. Um, but let's just say I deal with it in my way. And if it means that I keep myself safe, if I'm in a place where I can cope and I can function and I can still get up in the morning, then I've done something good for myself. And it's about respecting my mental health. But going back to the menopausal side, I get that it can feel like frustration. I get it that you're so tired, you're so fed up of feeling tired, you're fed up of feeling tired and frustrated and not being able to think of words, not being able to function, not being able to have the energy like you want or used to have. Your waistline is constantly expanding and you haven't even eaten anything bad. You've still stuck to a good calorie deficit. You've eaten healthy and yet you're still putting the weight on. What's all that about? So I just want to sort of say to you, look, please just be kind to yourself. Please be kind. Um, what you're going through can affect so many things. It can affect the way that you are in work. It can affect your personal life, your family life, your relationship. If you're with someone in the relationship, like with your partner, husband, wife, whatever it is you're going through, but just recognize that, do you know what, this is actually normal, what you're feeling. It may not feel like it. I know it's horrible. I get it. I so get it. But I'm not going to give up. I am really not going to give up. I'm not going to let it beat me. I've gone through so many things in life and I've always joked about it, but I feel like it's true. I've hit rock bottom so many times that I feel like my bottom is like a rubber space hopper. Now I'm showing my age here. If you don't know what a rubber space hopper is, it's one of those big plastic things that back in the 70s, early 80s, it was like a rubber toy that you would kind of sit on, and there would be two rubber like antenna things sticking out that you would hold on to, and you would just bounce on it as you go along. That's simply it. But I feel like my bottom is rubber because I have lost count how many times I've hit rock bottom, but I've bounced back up. Somehow I get through it. Somehow through grace, through whatever you want to call it, belief in myself, belief that I know there is a better day to come, things will change, and that these are lessons that I'm learning. But I survived and I'm still here. Things I did actually think I wouldn't survive, but I'm still here. But you know what? You can do that too. You really can. Dig deep. Just dig deep in yourself, guys, because I just think that you're meant to be here. You're meant to be watching this video today. You're meant to listen to it for whatever reason. I don't know what that is, but I think you need to be here. Try and give yourself a bit of breathing space as well if you can. Also, another technique I do as well, sometimes I just journal, sometimes I just write things down. Sometimes if I really want to say what I really want to feel, because I want to retaliate against someone for being so rude to me or nasty to me, I will write it down, just get it out of my head, get it out of how I'm thinking and feeling, just try and release it. Because that built up anger and energy inside you is not doing you any good internally. Release that in some way that's safer, kinder, is not going to get you into trouble with the law or whatever. But it's not a laughing joke, I know. But believe me, there's been some testing moments in my life, quite testing moments, betrayal, you name it. People have put me into debt and I didn't even know. I could write a book times 3. But the thing is this, I'm still here, I'm still smiling, I'm still battling. And these lessons that I've more than learned many, many times over, and still go through them daily, because that's what life is about, is to teach us something, right? So today, I just want to say, be kind to yourself, have a breather, write it down. If you feel like you just want to scream and you have a car, get in the car, drive somewhere and scream, let it out, right? Because I get that frustration, I really do. If you like to go out in fresh air, go for a walk and you're in the position to, or get outside, sit in the garden, have 20 minutes, half hour with a cuppa or something, whatever it is that you enjoy doing, just do it. Appreciate it. Show gratitude as well for being able to do that. Okay. Talking openly with family and friends in a kind, constructive manner, that can help if you want to share. I don't have the most supporting network of family. Never have, never will. Come to terms with it many years ago. Does it still hurt? Yeah, of course it does, because I'm a human at the end of the day and I'm a caring person, but not everybody cares. A lot of people that are in my family are wrapped up in their own life, and that's fine too. Parents are definitely wrapped up in more than whatever goes on, and it's sad, but it also taught me a lot as well. So I've learned through those lessons. Now, I want to say to you this, that you're not weak and you're certainly not broken. Your body is going through huge changes, all right? So you just need to be able to breathe and be kind. It's not your fault that you're going through them. It's just biology, like I said at the beginning, okay? And like I said, just be kind to yourself and you're not alone. This is why I've created this channel, for us people to get together and just to recognize and respect ourselves. But most importantly, if this hits home, comment roller coaster, because these emotions do feel like you're on a roller coaster. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Some days you're both up and down. And then some days you just coast along. And then you think, oh my goodness, what was all that about? So for me, freedom over 40 is about, checking in on you. It's about being open, being real, sharing what's going on in life, building businesses as well on the side that I really, really would love to grow. And I believe I will, because I'm determined, right? My little space hopper bottom is back again and I'm still bouncing back up again, guys. I'm not giving up. That's for sure. But like I say, if you believe or you relate to anything that I say and you want to help grow this channel, please subscribe, please like and comment roller coaster. And it'd be lovely to engage with you and to know your thoughts and feelings and what you're up to, how you cope with things, and whether you've just started going through this change, whether you're perimenopausal, menopausal. It'd be great to hear from you. Also from a mental health point of view as well. Anything related to mental health, love to hear about it. What do you do? What's your coping mechanism? What have you realized? What's come to light to you? How do you deal with things? It'd be great to share in this community. Thank you all for being here, guys. I've ranted on for about 14 plus minutes now. So it's a longer one today. But thank you for your time, guys. As always, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow. Take care.